everybody, welcome to Big OGGIE World. Welcome to a little bit of an impromptu recipe. I've just been out to the shops. It is blowing a gale out there, about 45-50 mile an hour, and it is biting. So, although I made a recipe today for the channel, I thought we'd make something else. And we need some apples. So, let me get unpacked, get ready, and let's make some hot cross buns. And yes, I know, by the time this video goes out, Good Friday's probably already gone, but quite frankly, it's a bit like a Cadbury's cream egg nowadays in the supermarkets. You can buy hot cross buns all year round. These are good ones, I promise. So, like I said, it's a little impromptu video today. Basically, I'm running around all our store cupboards seeing what I've got to find to make these a bit pimped up. So we're going to do hot cross buns, like I've said, but we're going to do an apple hot cross bun, bit of apple and cinnamon vibe going on. So in this pan, I have 2 eating apples, either Pink Ladies, Braeburns, one of those kind of things, but make sure it's an eating apple, not a Bramley. I've chopped them down into about 1cm cubes, maybe slightly smaller, but into little cubes. I've added a sizable knob of butter. I'm going to add some soft brown sugar, which I've already weighed out, 50 grams of soft brown sugar, and just a little bit of cinnamon, ground cinnamon. That's plenty, probably about 1/8 of a teaspoon, 1/4 of a teaspoon, not a lot, hefty pinch. So we're going to bring all this up to heat. I'm going to simmer it off for a while, just so everything kind of combines and it caramelizes a little bit. That's the plan. So let's get that butter melted, and then we're going to add the sugar. Okay, so that's our butter melting. Smell is amazing because of the cinnamon already. Just going to coat these apples in the butter and cinnamon mixture just for a minute or so. Oops, that flavour a bit. Oh, put that back in, don't want to lose any. Okay, now we're going to add the 50 grams of soft light brown sugar. Got golden cast sugar, that'll probably work this as well. Just over a medium heat, okay? You don't want it burning, you just want it melting, all melting together. The juices will obviously all start coming out of the apple, which is great. There we go, turn it down slightly. Now let these simmer for a few minutes. Basically the apple will start creating juice, that will create a syrup, and then you just, once it kind of becomes slightly thicker, then we're kind of done, then we're kind of caramelized and ready to use later. The idea is once these are done, pop them to one side, let them cool. So I shall come back once that is done, and we can start putting together the dough for the hot cross buns. But like I said, let this go for a few minutes, let the juices come out of the apples, let the sugars all combine, and then when it starts thickening up into a syrup, then you're done. So those juices have now disappeared. This is lovely and thick, but super hot, okay? So we're going to put this to one side, let it cool, clear all this space away, we're going to make some dough. Okay, so now that's resting over there and cooling down, we're going to make a little milk and butter mixture. So you need 180 mils of whole milk. Pop it in your pan and bring it to nearly a boil. Once you've got it to nearly a boil, take 75 grams of butter, unsalted if you wish, salted if you want just a little tiny touch of salt extra. I'm going to pop that into the milk and melt it. Okay, so let's let this bring it up to a boil and we'll do that. So my milk is just bubbling gently now, so we're going to add the butter. Be careful because obviously you're dropping into hot liquid. And we're going to melt this butter off. Then we're going to put that to one side. A few things to put to one side here, but then we put it all together to build. Okay, so that's done. Kind of smells like rice pudding going on. Still, put that to one side and we'll come to the next stage. Okay, next stage. Get yourself 50 mils of warm water. Not too hot. You're going to put yeast into this. And 2 packets of yeast, about 12, 15 grams, okay? Normally about 7 in each of these packs. So 2 packs will be perfect. Give that a little stir around, get them all activated, and we can put this to one side. Okay, we're getting there now because now we've got a bowl. Get your sieve, 450 grams of bread flour, strong flour, okay? Sieve that through. And take a little while. Whilst we're sieving that through, add a pinch of salt. Just a little touch of ground cinnamon again. Pinch, like I said, about 1/8 of a teaspoon, probably is plenty. And a pinch of ground mixed spice. Again, you don't want too much, just enough to give it some flavours. I'll sieve all this through, then we're going to add some sugar. So now we're going to sieve 100 grams of, again, soft light brown sugar. Push that through. So that's all your dry ingredients in now. We're going to give them a bit of a mix up. There we go. When they're all nicely combined, we're going to make a little well in the centre. We're going to add 1 large egg. Okay, 1 large egg. Pop that in. Then we're going to add our milk and butter mixture. Give another stir, just make sure it's all done. Give that little stir of that egg in there a second. I'm going to add the milk and butter mixture. There we go. Give that a little stir around, just for a minute. Get some of this nicely combined. Then we're going to add our yeast and water mix. Put all that in because all that is good stuff. Proper live stuff. Let's call it stuff, shall we? Don't frighten people. No. Once you've got all that in, like I say, give us a good mix around. Start off with, if you've got one of these wonderful kind of spanulas, kind of a spatula, that's brilliant. If not, wooden spoon will be fine. And then after that, you're going to use your hands. So let's go with that now, I think. Oop. Mix all that in with my hand. So it becomes kind of a scraggy dough, I think it's described when I've seen it in recipes. Get it all up, it's going to be sticky and gooey. So, one very sticky gooey dough. So which we're going to make even more sticky and gooey by adding our caramelised apples. We don't really want too much of the liquid, but we just do want the apple. There we go. Now, we're going to mix this up. Then once that's all combined, we're going to flour our surface and we're going to start kneading this. It is going to be sticky for quite a while. If you've got a dough scraper, make use of it. Now you can knead this in a mixer with a dough hook for about 10 minutes. I just like doing it by hand. It will come together, don't panic. You may think it's totally unwieldy right now, but it won't be. It won't be. It's starting to become more stretchy. The glutens are starting to work. It's still sticky and a bit messy, but it will come. It will come together. Now, I will say, without a dough scraper, you could have problems, okay? It is a very sticky dough. But we're going to pop it into this now. We've been kneading this about 10 minutes, a bit more maybe. Still very sticky, but it's got a smooth consistency now. I'm going to pop it in here. Oh, there we go. Like I said, dough scraper essential. Couple of quid, honestly. Brilliant things. Gonna put that in the cupboard, put a little bit of cling film over it, leave it for an hour. Back in a while. Okay, so our sticky dough is now doubled in size. Just gonna get it out of here. Take a bit of releasing. There we go. I'm not an expert with dough, I will say, as you can see, but that's all right. There we go. Now, knock it back a little bit. I'm not going to say knock it back too much, to be honest, because quite frankly, it's still tricky to handle, but that's not essential. What we need to do now is knead it very lightly. I'll put a bit more flour on now just to make it a bit easier to handle. Knead it lightly for about a minute, no more than that. There you go, easy to handle now. Feed this. And now we're going to cut it into 12 pieces. That's the plan. There we go. Okay, there we go. Not the prettiest things in the world. It's home cooking for you. So we're going to cover these up with cling film again, leave them for another hour. Come back and see me in a while. Okay, if you watched a previous video, you know that I've been doing an easy cook chicken casserole today on slow cooker as well as the buns. Like I said, it was an impromptu bun recipe. So I had to pop out to the shops, got absolutely drenched, so I'm in different clothes again. I know, it's a tough life, it really is. So, what we need to do now is create the white line, or the white cross on your hot cross buns. So, it takes a while, okay? I've got 100 grams of flour here and 50 grams of water, but that's not going to be enough, it needs to be a bit more water. You want to make it so that it's pipeable, okay? But basically it's flour and water paste, okay? So let me get some more water in this and we'll put it into a piping bag, pipe it onto our, not the perfect round bun shapes you'll ever see, I call them rustic, and we'll make some hot cross buns properly. Okay, now I did warn you that this was a very impromptu recipe, hair in the way, and it was that impromptu that I couldn't find any of their piping stuff. Kelly's put it somewhere, she's not here, I have no idea. So they're a bit rustically crisscrossed, okay? Basically I made a mixture of flour and water, so it's kind of piping consistency, or shall we say pushing out of a plastic bag consistency. Got myself a sandwich bag, stuffed it into that, cut the corner off and did my best, okay? But we're just home cooks, so I'm just giving something a go. So, preheat your oven to 180 degrees fan, 200 degrees normal, that's about gas mark 6 off the top of my head, but I will write it down for you. Pop these in the oven for 20 minutes. And they should be done. Once they come out, and they're done, whatever shape they'll be and where the crosses will be, if you want to coat them with a little bit of apricot jam, just to make kind of sticky bun top, that works too. But however it'll be, hope you enjoy them. Hope you had a great Easter. Hope you had a better day than I did trying to create these today. But it's a bit of fun too. I'll show you pictures at the end. Probably. Bye for now everybody. Please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. Come and join us on our culinary adventures. Some are good, some aren't so good. Or some are more of a challenge anyway. Bye everybody. Speak soon.